Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the broker that I chose. I am super happy with my decision. It took me about a month or two because I got my license in August and we are now in October. I just signed with the broker the last week of September. And so now I am fully licensed and able to practice real estate. Exciting times ahead. The broker that I signed with is Weichert Capella Estates. I'm going to explain a little bit about how I made the decision. I interviewed with at least 5 brokerages. Some were in person, a lot of them were online. Some had a very negative attitude towards me being a career agent, meaning or dual agent, meaning I have a 9 to 5. And I do understand because real estate takes a lot of time. If you don't have the time to commit, it can be very difficult to get into production and to get business. I know with the right systems and training, with the right systems, I can do real estate along with my 9 to 5, right? And so it was important for me to find a place that would accept the circumstances and not be negative about it, but give me the right foundation in order to work with the circumstances. I needed a place that will foster my ambitions, not hinder. A lot of the brokerages that I interviewed with were very negative about it, and so they automatically X themselves. Some didn't even call me back, and that's okay. I really wanted to work with a particular brand. I interviewed for a team. The interview went well. The guy was very impressed with the questions that I asked, but he just never got back to me. So divine intervention, I don't know, but who cares? We we are where we need to be. We are where we are supposed to be, and I am just grateful that I found an office that seems to be warm, friendly, encouraging, and they had the right features that I was looking for. Aside from being warm, having a happy disposition, I realized that they had exposure to the areas that I found interesting. I loved that they go out to different projects, and there are a lot of offices that do this, but when I was interviewing, this seemed to be a huge focus of theirs. Not every week, but they do at least twice a month go out to different areas, different they have a lot of pre-construction meetings. People come to the office to do presentations. So I found this really encouraging, and I knew that I was going to get exposed to the areas that I wanted to be exposed to. The other thing that I really loved about Weichert is that it is known all over the United States. It may not be as big as Keller Williams or Coldwell Banker, but they do have a strong name. Every agent has to brand themselves accordingly. Your brokerage has a foundation, which is great, but you are your business. We don't get a salary. We are contractors. So that means that we have to brand ourselves and let that attract customers. People are not working with Coldwell Banker. They're working with me, Tamika. They are not working with Compass or Sotheby's. Yes, technically they are, because as an agent, someone is under their banner, but at the end of the day, the relationship is very personal. So I didn't really worry too much about where I landed, but the name was somewhat important. The recruiting person at Weichert was very persistent, but not persistent in a very annoying way. She would check up on me, and I had like a family emergency. She followed up and was asking me about it, and I thought that was very thoughtful. I said to myself, well, if this person is as warm as she is over the phone and opening their trainings to me, that was something else, and I'm going to talk about that. But there was just a warmth and a comfort. And when I went to the office after I signed, because I had signed the contract even before going to the office, when I went there, it was the same thing. Everybody was just good energy, good vibes. And I got really excited, and I felt in my spirit that yes, this was the right place for me. I mentioned it a while ago, and I'm going to mention it again. Their training was or is amazing. They invited me to about three sessions. I didn't sign anything. They just kept inviting me to their training so that I could see what they had to offer. Their training was top tier. All the sessions, I felt that it was applicable to real estate in the climate that it is in now. There were legal trainings. Um, I think one or two of them were legal trainings, and then there was another one about, I can't remember. It was a practical training though. However, I thoroughly enjoyed the sessions, and I felt grateful that they even invited me without me being an agent, right? And it was no pressure. It was absolutely no pressure at all. But again, I said if they're giving so much and I haven't even signed the paperwork, then how much more will they actually be willing to invest in an agent who is interested in producing, interested in doing the business the right way? So it was a great experience. When I agreed to sign the contract, it was very natural. We kept talking, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to sign with you guys because I feel comfortable. So I think after going through different interviews, and this is why it's important to interview with as many brokerages as you want, because after a while, you will have the feeling that, okay, this place is for me. There was another brokerage that came really close, but their schedule didn't align with my 9 to 5. And this Weichert office has a lot of live trainings which are also offered on Zoom. It's helpful for me because I can be at my job listening to the online training and multitasking. There are going to be times where I will not be available for the training, but for the most part, I have a job that's pretty flexible in terms of what I do on a day-to-day basis. I can take my lunch at the time that they have the Zoom class and then work through my regular lunchtime. So it's flexible, it works for me, and I'm happy. I'm really happy about that. So the training got me the warmth and the energy of the office and the people in the office. Their office looks amazing. It's comfortable. It's well branded. I can record content there. I haven't been back there as yet. And I think I'll eventually start recording more content there. The branding is strong. I think the yellow is brilliant. Oh, that's why I wear yellow today. But I think the yellow is brilliant. It cuts through the noise. Everybody's dark blue, black, which is great. But I think the yellow is bright. It's refreshing. And it is representative of where I'm at in my mindset in terms of real estate. So I'm just so excited right now to move forward, new brokerage, new career, and let's see where this goes. But I just thought I would come on here and talk about my experience because picking a brokerage is really important. If you don't like it, you can always change. But the first place that you land, you want to have a strong foundation. And I think I've found that with Weichert. I can give an update in maybe 6 months or a year and let you guys know how it's working out. But so far, it's been great. They have a fast track training, which I start on Monday, and that is available online and I can watch at my own pace. But yeah, right away, there's a lot of stuff that they give you. They have a manual for onboarding, so everything is pretty much laid out. It's a lot of information, I'm not going to lie, and probably it would have been better if I was a full-time agent. And I hate saying part-time, full-time because, listen, whenever I'm free, whenever I have a moment, I'm going to be doing real estate. It's not a part-time thing for me. I just know I need to have proper systems in place and things will get done. But overall, I'm happy with my decision and that's where I'm at. So look out for more real estate content because your girl is ready to go. After I finish my training and get my headshots and everything set up, I'm ready. Let's sell some houses. Let's get some houses bought. Let's get some renters. If you're moving to Florida, hit me up. Let's go. So thank you for watching this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.